Hello everyone, my name is Manuel, and today I am a student from a 7 quarter student. I am studying embedded systems engineering, and I'm going to talk about the coronavirus, how this pandemic has impacted our life, and how it has changed all the way, how we see things, and how we must appreciate everything that we have already. Um, we already know that the coronavirus the first case was found in China back in December 2019, and the first case here in Mexico was found in March of in March of, in 2020. Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit my point of view about how it has impacted our life. We already know that the coronavirus has affected day-to-day life, and is one of the most impacts that it has had is that it is slowing down the global economy. This pandemic has affected thousands of people who are either sick or are being killed due to the spread of this disease. The most common symptoms of this viral infection are fever, cold, cough, bone pain, breathing problems, ultimately leading to a pneumonia. This being a new viral disease affecting humans for the first time, vaccines are not yet available. Even though many pharmaceutics are through around the world has been working really fast uh, to get a solution to this problem. Okay, and we have seen that vaccines. Okay, thus the emphasis is on taking extensive precautions such as extensive protocols, hygienic protocols, social distancing, wearing of masks, and so on. The virus is spreading exponentially region-wise. Countries are banning gatherings of people to spread and break the exponential curve. Many countries are locking their population and enforcing a strict quarantine to control the spread of the havoc of this highly communicable disease. In Mexico, we have had lockdowns. Here in Yucatan, for example, we have had lockdowns, and these things that the government has taken are being are being lifted up slowly. Okay, because the we have seen we haven't had such a lot of cases in the last couple of weeks. The COVID-19 has rapidly affected our day-to-day life, business, disrupted the world trade and movements. Identification of this disease at an early stage is vital to control the spread of the virus, because it is very rapidly spreads from person to person. Most of the countries have slowed down their manufacturing of products. Various industries and sectors are affected by the cause of the disease. These include the pharmaceuticals industry, solar power sectors. Tourism is a really damaged sector. So on information, electronic industry. This virus creates significant knock-on effects on the daily life of citizens, as well as about the global economy. Well, now I'm going to show I'm going to talk about the healthcare, the economy, and social. How this disease has affected in these three sectors. Okay, for example, in healthcare, there have been challenges in a diagnosis, quarantine, and treatment of suspected or confirmed cases. There have been many countries. India is one of the countries that is more affected nowadays, because there is no room anymore for people in hospitals. There is no enough doctors for people that are being sick from this disease. Okay, so it is very important to keep the social distancing and all the and all the information that the government give to us. Okay, high burden of the function of the existence in medical systems. Patients with other disease and health problems are getting neglected. Overload on doctors and other healthcare professionals who are at a very high risk. Overloading of medical shops. Requirement of high protection and disruption of medical supply chain. In the economic sector, I can say that there is a slowing of the manufacturing of essential goods. At the beginning of this pandemic, at the beginning of the lockdown, we thought that we are going to run out of the essentials. Okay, for example, the soap, and toilet paper, and those things that are very important for or to get rid of this. Okay, economically, we have seen a disrupt the supply chain of products. We have faced losses in national and international business, poor cash flow in the market, and a significant slowing down in the revenue growth. Socially, I think that everyone is missing their normal life, how we are, because a human being is a social being. Okay, so we need to be in contact with our friends, with our family, with everyone, because we are in constant socialization. Okay, but socially we have had a really huge impact in people. Okay, there have been cases of suicides due to the pandemic. Okay, for example, the service sector is not being able to provide their proper service in restaurants and tourism, cancellation or postponement of large-scale sports and tournaments. Even though the sports we have seen, for example, the NBA, the NFL have, but there is no people in those sports or games. Okay, avoided national and international travel and cancellation of services, disruption of celebration of cultural, religious, and festive events, undue stress among the population, social distancing with our peers and family members, closure of the hotels, restaurants, or religious places, closure of places for entertainment such as movie and play theaters, sports club, swimming pools, and so on, and postponement of examinations. Even though this COVID-19 has affected the sources of supply and effects on the global economy, there are restrictions of traveling as well from one country. During traveling, number of cases are identified positive when tested, especially when they are taking international visits. All governments, health organizations, and other authorities are continuously focusing on identifying the cases affected by the COVID-19. Healthcare professionals face a lot of difficulties in maintaining the quality of healthcare in these days. Even though that this pandemic has brought a lot of bad things, I can say bad things because it has had a really huge impact in our normal life. It is on us. It depends on us to not to get rid of not to. It is on us to get the best of this situation. We must rethink the future of our environment and tackle the climate change and the environmental degradation with ambition and urgency. We are the only ones that we can protect the health, livelihoods, food security, and nutrition of all people, and ensure that our new normal life is a better one. We have to take, and we must enjoy and cherish all these opportunities that this has brought us. The lockdowns, to be with our loved ones, and just to make sure that to keep taking care of ourselves. Thank you very much.